Paris, we may have gotten the best out of me this month, but come the Olympics, it's my time.
Non, j'avais pas perdu toute ma confiance, mais c'est sûr, elle était un peu endommagée. On avait tout le temps eu 2 spots, mais là, on en a juste une.
Time like this, a time to cherish as well.
I'm waiting for the good one.
Yeah.
Ratliff stops the clock, unfortunately a little bit off of that world record mark.
I'm confident that I can still get to where I want to be.
So we'll do 2 days, like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and have singles Wednesday and Saturday.
Merry Christmas!
Track is very rigorous and it takes a lot of mental and physical effort. It's good to have a little bit of off-season.
For me, it's like these are the people that I'm gonna get in trouble with. These are the people that are gonna save me. My goal is ultimately to make it to the Olympics on my terms.
Thank God. I would have had a meltdown if I didn't hear your voice. A safety blanket.
Okay, I'm switching around, so I'll bring Summer now. She has 1 left to do, but if you could keep it.
She's a star. We will accommodate Summer. How are you, Summer? Good to see you. Awesome. Awesome.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, ignore the camera. I get jealous if you look anywhere else. Here we go. All right, it's finally here.
Yeah.
How are you feeling, and where is your level of excitement for this? Because it feels like this is a whole different thing.
It's a bit surreal to think about. 3 years ago, I was back here just at 14 trying to make my first Olympic team, and now I'm doing it again at 17, trying to make my second Olympic team. So yeah, pretty surreal. Being able to have people in the stands this time is so exciting. I mean, I've heard that the stands are sold out, so that's also really cool, and I'm sure there'll be lots of energy and it'll be electric at night.
I always like to ask you what you say to Canadians who are maybe more excited than I've ever seen.
I can feel their support, and it means the world. And yeah, I'm excited that they're excited. I'm excited too, and they should be excited because this is gonna be awesome.
We're all excited.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Summer.
Of course, yeah.
Britt and I are doing a pre-game show on YouTube.
Awesome.
Then we're the broadcast. We have the actual Olympic team coming to call it.
TV every night.
TV every night.
Every night for you guys, 2 nights.
I have covered many races of consequence for Summer McIntosh from her first Olympic trials when she was 14 years old right here. Every time she is in the pool, something magical could happen. The thing about champions, when they have the bright lights on them, they do something special. And I think she wants to send a statement to the rest of the world that come Paris, she is not only going to win, she is going to dominate. And I actually believe that the family is playing a crucial role in Summer's ability to continue to succeed and be consistent throughout all of this. And I think it allows Summer just to be a teenager. But people care about the Olympics. That's where your greatness is measured. These Olympic trials are going to signal to the Canadian public, Summer McIntosh is a sensation. This week, these trials are going to signal a turning point in how we view Summer McIntosh, and she is so ready. She is going to light this pool up.
We're at Form and Function for a physio appointment to check on my shoulder and my concussion symptoms. So I have my Shanghai qualifier next week on Saturday. First of 2 final qualifiers for the Olympics. I had this intense timeline and plan of how I was going to get extremely prepared for the qualifier, but because of these injuries I had to scale back, and with the help of Dr. Jimmy basically just telling me that I'm probably over practicing and I'm hurting myself, and it's better if I show up to the competition feeling 100% versus showing up broken and damaged, which was kind of my trajectory. It feels short.
Pretty sore right in here.
Yeah.
Does that cause you any more pain?
No.
Nothing, right?
Yeah.
Good. Feel that. You okay?
Yeah.
Let me know if it's too much. Breathe out. Breathe out. Good. Relax. 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 Okay. Good. Come back. Yeah, one more. You can take that off. And one of the issues that she has currently is that like she hurt that shoulder blade is coming off the wall, so we want to make sure those stabilizers and shoulder blades are working properly.
Sometimes you just have imposter syndrome, like, because when I think of the Olympics, I think it's like you're supposed to be the best of the best of the best. I feel like I really got my life together, well, living as an elite athlete recently, like maybe like 7-8 months ago, and it feels like Usain Bolt and these other athletes have been living that lifestyle for years. But then also breaking has never been added to the Olympics, and I think breaking is harder than the other sports. That was super fast.
All right, we're gonna go back to play 2. So Blaze with Bo, Vinny with Nick, and Lee, you're playing the middle.
Boys. 1, 2, 3! Stand up! They've been training really hard. We've got this repechage tournament coming up in France, and they're kicking butt. They know what they need to do, and they've been practicing all on their own in less stressed environments. So bringing them here before, creating a little bit of that artificial pressure and stress so they're able to perform, not just in a regular standpoint, but in those pressure moments.
That's it. Up, up, up.
Yeah, Blazer. The repechage tournament also has another name. It's the last chance qualifiers. This is the last chance. If we don't qualify, that's it. There goes our Paris hopes. We try to put everything in the basket to be able to qualify.
Stay here, Blaze.
There you go, pull it in.
That's it.
I mean, it's real as it gets. We know what's at stake, but for now, I think a lot of guys are just, kind of coming into a groove. Just keeping the energy light, I mean, it's still a sport that we all enjoy playing, we all have fun playing. So I think just making sure that most people don't forget that, we're having fun doing this and we're going to have fun winning.
Going on every day leading in out of Christmas, you had to try and get better, force yourselves, communicate with the teammates, try and do things like this. Guys are paying out of their own pocket to be here this weekend. And so, it's everybody's pitching in, working hard to try and get this goal accomplished. Blaze sub. Freddie.
I mean, I'm still kind of one of the newer guys on the team on the Canadian side. So, if my number gets called, I feel like I'm ready. I think we really believe in ourselves that we're one of the top 8 teams in the world, and that we be able to medal in Paris if we can.
Ok, ça commence. Wow! Oh shoot! Ça commence bien. Oh my god! Shadi, je décris comme quelqu'un d'impulsif, mais de très 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 gentil en même temps. Mais il prend des décisions des fois sans penser, mais des fois ça marche bien au judo parce que des fois t'as une opportunité, si tu penses trop, tu la perds. Ouais, mais c'est patate, pas aujourd'hui. D'accord. Non, il va juste suivre le plan et des fois ça marche très bien. J'ai de la misère à parler de mes émotions ou de comment je me ressens. Et surtout, après les Jeux de Tokyo, j'ai vraiment commencé à écrire profondément mes sentiments et comment je me ressens pour sortir mes pensées négatives. Ça m'a aidé vraiment à pouvoir gérer mes émotions, mes sentiments négatifs et ça me fait vraiment du bien. Je peux lire un extrait. I fear the day they make my sport not something I'd love to do, but just a job. It felt like that for a while, but I'm slowly starting to fall in love with it again. I feel the strongest I've ever felt. Fighting in Budapest was a good decision, even though I went down the rankings, which makes no sense at all. I don't sleep a lot, I don't rest much, and it's been that way for a while, but finally I'm starting to be content with where I'm at with my career and life. Si j'avais pas écrit ces trucs, honnêtement, j'ai aucune idée j'aurais été où, mais je suis heureux que j'ai pu trouver une façon de m'exprimer, car je pense surtout récemment ça m'aide énormément, surtout à cause du stress des qualifications, et je pense que je vais continuer à faire ça toute ma vie. Et bon, c'est la dernière fois que je fais ma valise avant les Jeux Olympiques. Mais j'ai hâte, c'est le dernier tournoi, c'est le champion du monde. Alors, je peux aller aux Jeux Olympiques champion du monde ou ça va me donner la réponse si je vais aux Jeux Olympiques ou non. Mais je suis confiant que ça va aller de mon bord. Et ouais, c'est les mini-Jeux Olympiques avant les grands Jeux Olympiques. Alors, on est prêt.
Trials has never really been perfect for me, ever. There's just always been something where trials was just like, it was good considering. I kind of feel like right now, like there's just gonna be no considering. And if it's shit, if it's really bad, then there's not a really, it's really bad because of. It's that calmness energy where you're so excited, but it's centered. Since Easterns and talking about not wanting to talk about the back anymore, like I feel happy about it, a weight lifted off my chest. I want my performances to speak for themselves. I don't need to be inspiring because I overcame this huge injury. Any person in Paralympic sport, you get that narrative already that you're just inspiring no matter what you do because you have a disability and you're competing. It's just not true. We're not inspiring because of the disability. We want to be known for work that we put into this, our passion for the sport. Like every day I don't wake up and be like, I'm a dwarf. Like I don't wake up and be like, that's inspiring today no matter what I do. I think a lot of people in the Paralympic world feel that. What's more important is what's happening in the pool every day. If people are excited for the world record, that goal is out there. I think right now it's really about inching those personal bests to get faster. So again, if we can inch towards that record, I'm going to be very pleased. Personal bests are really what we're aiming for this week. If I touch the wall and I don't get a best time, then it's not going to be, then we have a lot to work on because that's not what the goal was this year or this week.
Touching in at the wall is your outlet.
It's insane that it's been 8 years and I was very much a rookie little 17-year-old in Rio. It's a completely different person who went to Rio who's hoping to go to Paris. It really is a completely different person. I am the strongest I've felt in years. I feel the happiest I've felt in training in years. Honestly, I'm just really excited to get off the blocks.
Toyota Make or Break on CBC is presented by Toyota.
Since Pan Am, Tiff has honestly exceeded my expectations, like focusing on her training. She's showing up early to the gym, which is remarkable. Really what we look for her is the changes in her braking. Her power is coming easier, she feels lighter, she's more explosive. Honestly, like the progress has been pretty amazing.
I have really mixed feelings about this qualifier. On one hand, it's very scary because this is like the last 2 qualifiers. So there's a lot of pressure and weight on like myself to not fumble the bag, which like is something I'm quite good at. But I'm scared and I feel a fear and of like disappointing everybody, including myself.
How many pull-ups can you do now?
Like 6.
Dude, like 8 probably.
Okay, yeah, like 8.
I don't eat any vegetables. Really love the taste of vegetables and I love them, but
So
it's
then
like
why don't you eat them?
I'm so lazy to cook them.
Just open the bag of spinach, do what I do, and hand bomb it.
I should,
Just,
right?
oh dude, just stick it, just eat it.
Even like just 8 months back, felt like, damn, I'm not living like a true life of a professional athlete because I still eat like shit. I was smoking cigarettes. I wasn't really taking care of my body. Wasn't sleeping right. I had like a full-time job. Wasn't practicing as much as everyone else. Wasn't even weight training at all. I was just breaking and then getting injured. Now I'm investing in myself to be the best that I could be instead of just dreaming and talking about it.
Maybe I was skeptical to really like ramp it up and dial in what's happening. It takes a different sort of discipline than she approached her breaking with before.
I did work hard enough. Like I was doing weight training. I have a physiotherapist. I have a therapist. I'm like eating better most of the time.
She still doesn't eat vegetables.
Yes, there's a part of me that's quite anxious. I really believe in my style. I think I'm dope and I'm ready.
This is a person who, like, against a lot of odds, like, dug in, did everything she could to get as far as she's gotten now. I'm proud of her, and she's really pushed herself as an artist, as an athlete. She's doing a lot for the scene, and I just really want her to eat at least one handful of spinach.
Well, good evening, international wheelchair basketball fans, and welcome to our Team France for the 2024 Repechage Tournament. 4 teams looking to get one last chance for the Paris 2024 Paralympics.
Being born in Rwanda in the middle of a genocide, representing a country on the world stage never crossed my mind. Having an opportunity here at the Repechage to be able to qualify for Paris, like the word I can use is definitely grateful.
It will be Bellas going up against Anderson here for the tip. Tempo is going to be so key in this game between these two teams. And they take the lead here for the first time in the second half. Biggest of the game now here for the Dutch. Simply unstoppable execution. But one thing that is definitely undeniable, the Canadians have come here and they've given everything. The Netherlands win 62-45 against Canada. Game day 2, our host France, as they will be taking on the mighty Canada for what is going to be an exciting atmosphere here at the Azur Arena.
We need every board. We can't get outboarded like we do every game.
Let's go, boys.
Pick and stick, skip the ball. 1, 2, 3, Canada!
Answer from downtown and Mr. Anderson. And again, it's back and forth, both teams. Defensively trying to be as compact as possible, trying to force France into tough pressure situations, but it's no good. Count it! 3-point lead to Les Bleus. 8-point lead. Scalonnet intercepts the pass. 10-point lead to France. Merci beaucoup. Canada choking under intense pressure at the moment. Bon nuit, allez les Bleus. And now they defeated Canada. Michel Dumont.
There's obviously small baby steps before we get to the Olympic Games in Paris. So for me right now, I'm gearing up towards opening up my season at the end of the month. I love developing my brand, don't get me wrong. I mean, one part of it, you know, because I always try to tell my managers and the people around me that, hey, when it gets to this time of the year, you know, all that stuff has to cut out and I have to like focus and lock in. The training gets tough. If you think of it, you train 10 months out of the year, right? 5 hours. Some days where I'm like, man, I'm so sore, I don't even want to get out of bed and do this. Like, it's so tedious, like, gotta get up and, you know, run, like throw up and kill myself, and the weather's not even good. It's raining, it's cold, I gotta go out here and run. Like, so there's a lot of days like that where, you know, you might not feel like you wanna do anything.
I came back from Milrose Games and New York, and I felt a little bit of something in my hip. It turned out that I had a small tear in my psoas. It's always going to be times where, you know, you're going to feel mentally down, or you might have a little strain or a little small injury or something, even a big injury, but you have to just motivate yourself to get back out there and do all the right things possible to, you know, get yourself back on the track.
As soon as he walks in, late for training, hustling. Hey, let's go, champ. You know, that's his favorite. That's all he says. Let's go, champ, to himself. And that.
Light work, champ, light work. And there's days where I feel like, to be honest, like, am I good enough, right? It's like almost like kind of dealing with self-doubt sometimes, because there's gonna be a lot more days where you're like, you know, you don't hit the time, kind of feel like a little bit down. You're like, am I losing it? Like, am I losing my touch? That's more of an anxiety thing, I think. Sometimes it's good to have like the good nerves. Like, that means you're ready. Like, that means you care about something and you want to do great at something, and you're feeling that moment. So I think of it as like a good pressure. The goal is the goal, and the main objective is to be the fastest man in the world.
Last one. Yeah, last one. For champions are made. The last one. This is it. Last round.
He's mic'd up. Like,
give it all that you got, man.
This guy mic'd up.
Give it all out there, guys.
Yeah, this is it. Only top 3 go. I hope that everything goes well and that I perform well and have another chance to represent Team Canada.
He said that's it. All right.
He's got 3. Give me finish.
He going 5, 4, 3, 2, 3.
Toyota Make or Break on CBC is presented by Toyota.
More than 4,000 people use these Olympic Stadium facilities on a regular basis, including 250 to 350 Olympic and Paralympic athletes. We're just a few months away from the Olympic Games in Paris, with athletes in the final stretch of preparations.
All you can do in situations like this is just take it as it comes, really. We have a good team that we work with that I trust that will, get us the training we need.
As athletes and coaches wait with bated breath, the Olympic Park says the reopening could happen gradually as the sprint to the Summer Games continues.
We are now training at Saint-Claude-Rabiard. There was a little fire at the Olympic Stadiums. I trained here for a really long time when I was younger. It's a little crazy to be back here, honestly. I never thought I would be training here again, but I mean, it's kind of like home in a way.
Lovely. That's correct. Find the board. Very good. Nice hurdle. That one was a little bit rush up, buddy. Move on. Back. Good. Ready to get in?
So recently my coach implemented a new rule in my training where if my dive is not worth 8, I can't move on. The reason for that is so that I have the mentality of always being in a competition, because you always dive better when you have that mentality. So we're trying to get me back into the spirit of competing without actually competing. C'est sûr, je suis un peu stressée pour les essais olympiques. On avait tout le temps eu 2 spots, mais là, on en a juste une. Mais je suis confiante que je vais être capable d'être à ma meilleure en mai, puis que le spot va être à moi.
And look. Check. Very good. Same jump. And look.
Tu sais, j'ai commencé sur la scène internationale en 2012 parce que, tu sais, il y avait quand même Megan, Roselyne, Jennifer, ils ont toutes déjà été aux Olympiques. Oui, tout le monde a pris leur retraite à part moi.
I like that better than yesterday. It's a little sloppy. Good.
Est-ce que tu es dans tes derniers 1000? Est-ce que...
C'est sûr qu'à 31 ans, je suis peut-être très proche de ma fin. Je pense que je suis prête à passer à autre chose.
Paris 2024 pour moi, ça représente vraiment une rédemption. J'ai décidé de faire Paris parce que je voulais pas finir ma carrière sur un saut avant. Je voulais pas finir sur une mauvaise note. Je voulais vraiment mon histoire de rédemption. C'est sûr que ça serait le fun d'avoir une médaille, mais si je sors de Paris avec une bonne performance, puis d'être heureuse, puis d'avoir m'amusé, je vais être vraiment, vraiment contente.
On va 20 minutes de warm-up. Après ça, on va faire un progressif de 10 minutes.
On est juste à l'extérieur d'Halifax. Je suis ici avec mon père pour faire un entraînement de vélo.
Après ça, 4 minutes.
OK.
On fait ça 4 fois. Ça fait plus de
Je me rappellerai pas de tout ça, mais va te suivre.
Au début, je faisais tous mes entraînements avec lui. J'habitais à la maison, ça fait qu'on décollait toujours ensemble. Mais là, depuis que je suis déménagée, c'est sûr un peu moins, mais aussi, quand on est ensemble, on s'organise pour faire des entraînements, là, c'est sûr.
On a fini quelques triathlons côte à côte. Pour le dernier 500 mètres, puis c'était un sprint jusqu'à la fin. Puis parfois, elle a gagné, puis parfois, j'ai gagné. Donc, ça rendait les choses très intéressantes.
C'est sûr, quand je faisais les compétitions de Nouveau-Brunswick, ma plus grosse rivale, c'était mon père. Là. Maintenant, c'est quand même comme, tu sais, je porte l'uniforme du Canada, puis je pense que la fierté puis la grandeur de tout ça est comme élevée. Ça met plus de pression, puis plus de raison de le faire.
Ouais, je sais pas si c'est la spécialité, mais c'est certainement un repas qu'on aime. Surtout le lendemain des grands entraînements ou des grandes courses.
Puis, je me suis jamais autant entraînée que je m'entraîne tout de suite. Puis, les championnats mondiaux, c'est sûr que c'est la plus grosse compétition de l'année.
C'est la dernière compétition avant les Jeux de Paris. Donc, c'est un peu ma dernière chance, je pense, à me prouver à moi-même que je suis là. C'est un peu stressant parce que j'aimerais sortir d'ici avec de la confiance, puis de pouvoir faire mon dernier bloc d'entraînement en sachant que oui, je peux conditionner, je suis là avec les autres filles. Donc, c'est ça. Je suis excitée d'être ici quand même. C'est sûr qu'une compétition au Canada, à Montréal, c'est pas si loin de chez nous. Donc, j'ai beaucoup de famille et d'amis qui sont ici. Puis pour moi, ça, c'est vraiment motivant. Puis c'est quand même vraiment spécial.
À Paris? À Paris! On va commencer à Paris, là.
Welcome to the OQS Olympic Qualifier Series. My name is Cross One.
And my name is B-Girl Candy from New York.
The first ever Olympic Qualifier Series. This is a two-part event. The first part will be in Shanghai, going down right now.
The last time that I was in Shanghai was with my family and I was 8 years old. And so that was like one of the last times it was my mom, dad, brother, and I. And like, that's impossible to ever be all together ever again. So when I'm like doing self-affirmations, I always end with like, cause I'm my mother's daughter.
Tiff from Canada.
Is that deep fried Tiff? Is that what she calls herself?
Oh, nice. Very classic backspin.
He flows real nice.
Yeah.
Like her groove.
All right, so you're about to go now. Let's go. Let's go.
When I think of my style, I think of like a phoenix. That's the energy of my mom. If she's gonna be in the room, she's gonna be in the form of like a phoenix, not in her human form, but in her phoenix form. So yeah, I'm my mother's daughter. Like, I could achieve whatever I want to achieve.
Alessandrina's just having fun, isn't she?
Alessandrina trying to close it down.
A lot of variation on her windmills. I mean, she's only been doing them since she's like 8, so.
Seen an interview with her. She was saying how this Olympic journey has really like helped her breaking a lot, you know.
You can see it. Within a year, it was like completely different athletes. Added to their arsenal, got stronger, their stamina.
All right, here we go. Only one will go to the top 16. We're about to find out on the count of 3, 2, 1.
Alessandrina takes it.
2 rounds to 0, 14-4 on the votes. Bad break for Tiff.
And I feel a fear and of like disappointing everybody, including myself.
But it's a fairly even game thus far here in the Azure Arena here in Antibes, France. Patrick Anderson, cool as a cucumber, makes both. As he heads to the bench, of course Patrick Anderson widely considered the greatest wheelchair basketball player of all time.
The first wide, then they come back to make another steal. Oh, the pick on the middle. Okay.
Go. Sayari, big possession for Iran. Inside it goes. Abbasi puts it in. Iran have a lead. Gonsin, the extra pass off the window from Jasmine. Canada take the lead again. Timeout Iran.
Only defense, we need to hold them. You have a big in the middle. They come in a big. We need to take, push it.
Inside it was a risky pass. Abedi gets it to go. 9 seconds remaining. Iran have the lead.
Good jump.
Can Canada steal the show?
Let's go, Gaston!
Crucial possession this. And the incredible thing is Patrick Anderson is not on the court for Canada. So a step chuck. Gonsin off the glass, gets it to go, 4.4 remaining. Putting the locals over there in absolute hysteria.
And we need to be hard now, 1-on-1. Come on. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
It all comes down to this. Game clock winding down, Sayari puts it in, Sayari puts it in, Iran have won. Heartbreak for Canada, jubilation for Iran. Canada dejected, 0-3. They will finish without a win in the group phase.
It's better than yesterday, for sure. Better than the first day, for sure. My bad in managing some players in the game again. Been a bad tournament for me.
It's all about getting better and ready for tomorrow. And that's what we've done. Tomorrow is the day. The lead of the team. Let's do this, right?
I would be lying if I said I'm not a little disappointed, but I feel confident about tomorrow. I feel that Italy is a tough team to beat for sure. This is the game that's important. This is the game we gotta win. Like, we worked for this for the past 4 years almost. Probably be the first time if we don't qualify. So it's a lot of pressure for us as a team, for a lot of individuals. Keep that Canada legacy going.
It's gonna be a war. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be probably the hardest game of my career, and like for the veterans, probably one of the hardest games they've ever played too.
These Olympic trials are going to signal to the Canadian public Summer McIntosh is a sensation.
Paris 2024 pour moi, ça représente vraiment une rédemption. On avait tout le temps eu 2 spots, mais là, on en a juste une.
Et bon, c'est la dernière fois que je fais ma valise avant les Jeux Olympiques. Mais j'ai hâte, c'est le dernier tournoi, c'est le champion du monde. Alors, je peux aller aux Jeux Olympiques champion du monde, ou ça va me donner la réponse si je vais aux Jeux Olympiques ou non.
Alessandrina takes it.
When I think of my style, I think of like a phoenix. That's the energy of my mom. And so yeah, I'm my mother's daughter. Like, I could achieve whatever I want to achieve.
C'est la dernière compétition avant les Jeux de Paris. Donc c'est un peu ma dernière chance, je pense, à me prouver à moi-même que je suis là.
I am the strongest I felt in years. Personal bests are really what we're aiming for this week. Honestly, I'm just really excited to get off the blocks.
And the main objective is to be the fastest man in the world. Yeah, this is it. Only top 3 go.